New COVID-19 infections in Thailand have exceeded 20,000 for the first time, and the number of fatalities has also hit a new record at nearly 190 deaths. A majority of the new infections have been detected in the capital, Bangkok. Now, the Thai capital accounts for 20% of the daily total. Thailand has been battling its biggest outbreak yet, fueled by the Delta variant. Bangkok and other high-risk areas are under a strict lockdown. Saksith Sayasombat joins us live now for more on this story. Saksith, another day and another record high. Why do cases keep peaking?
The short answer is a story that we heard in other countries as well, and that is the Delta variant that has now overtaken to be the dominant variant of all cases that we are seeing now in Thailand. It has been a month where we had cases, tens of thousands of new cases every day, dozens and now hundreds, in the low hundreds of new deaths every day. But critics have said that all the measures that have been put in place now, a quasi-lockdown in Bangkok and other provinces that has now been expanded to more provinces, over 30 of them now, the critics are saying that they have come too little, too late. If you have to cast back your memory back to April, that is when the first, this wave actually has started, when the first cases of the current wave have come. And it has took them quite a while until we actually gotten to this point where we have these lockdown measures. These lockdown measures in Bangkok and a couple of other provinces have been put in place for a month now, but obviously it has not yielded the results that the authorities want.
Saksith, less than 30% of Thais have received at least one vaccine dose against COVID-19. Why is the government running behind schedule on its vaccination rollout?
I'm going to give you another number. Just a little bit more than 6% of the Thai population have actually gotten 2 needles, so are fully inoculated. And the problem is the same problem that we have seen in the past weeks as well, and that is supply issues. Thailand has put all its eggs in the basket of their vaccine strategy in the local manufacturing of AstraZeneca vaccines by a company owned by the king. And AstraZeneca just came out earlier this week saying that they have delivered 5.7-ish million doses of AstraZeneca to Thailand from its local facility. That is way less, almost half less than what the Thai government wanted and what it was initially agreed on. So we are seeing here many vaccination stations in Bangkok and other places having to stop taking appointments for vaccinations because they simply ran out of vaccine doses. Now there are more vaccines coming in and also more vaccines coming in from outside the country. The United States, for example, has donated almost 1.5 million doses of Pfizer. The UK has donated almost 500,000 doses of AstraZeneca. So there are more vaccines coming in, but it is very slow. It is definitely way behind schedule, where the goal was to inoculate 70% of the total population by the end of the year. And it seems that we are going to miss that goal.
Well, it's way behind schedule, Saksith, but the country plans to reopen borders in 2 months. How will all of this affect its plans to do that?
That is probably the last thing on the minds of Thais right now, that the promise by Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha to open the countries in around October, as he has announced it. And the prerequisite to actually open the country is actually to vaccinate 70% of the population. If we're not going to go there, then we can forget about this goal right now. And it is crucial for Thailand to reopen to tourists again, because much of the economy relies on tourism so much. That's why there's, for example, this so-called Phuket sandbox, where fully vaccinated tourists can come to the island and skip quarantine here. That has been now in use for a month now. About 17,000 people have now used this program. But there's another problem. About now that they have completed their 2 weeks, where are they going to go? Yes, the island is nice, but unless you're a returning resident, where do you want to go when most of the country is under lockdown, including the capital? So this is all very much shaky. This is all very much in doubt that Thailand is going to reach its vaccination goal, and on top of that, if they're actually going to reopen the country again. So because of the Delta variant, because of all of this, everything is very much up in the air now here in Thailand.
Saksith, thank you very much for that update. Saksith Sayasombat there.